Hey, and welcome to Lena Listens. My name is Lena, coming to y'all with my thoughts and reviews about the JBP. Before we get into the actual video, I want to start out by thanking Elevation. Thank you, kind sir. What you did yesterday was super decent. You did not have to do that. You didn't have to, but you did. You took time out of your Sunday, a Sunday, I might add, to make a video welcoming and providing tips and constructive criticism and just being an ally for myself and Chatterbox. Super commendable, I must say. I was actually on my way out the door yesterday to watch the Eagles game. Gang, we won. On my way out the door to watch the game until I saw the notice. Like, I saw something on my page. And I was like, wait a minute, what is this? So I had to go sit down. I couldn't believe it. Sat down, watched the full video, and it means so much to me because I love your content. I enjoy your page. So for one of my favorite creators to go ahead and shout me out on their platform and have their community show love as well. Your community loves you. They were trickling in. Elevation brought me here. I'm here because of Elevation. He brought me here. I love the content. People came in and immediately started showing love. I appreciate that so much. Shout out to you too, Chatterbox. Girl, you definitely got a subscriber out of me. Shout out to you. So I just thought it was dope for you, Elevation, to go ahead and do this for us because you definitely didn't have to at all. So it's funny because about a week ago, the thumbnail is called The Swap. About a week ago, I shouted you out at the end of that video because I was happy when Joe mentioned your name and mentioned your takes. And I mentioned that I know this isn't you guys' first interaction and all that, but it's just nice to hear people get acknowledged for their hard work. It's nice to hear people get acknowledged for what they do. A community can be 2 people or 2 million people. So I just thought it was super decent. It takes time to build these communities. It takes time to create these videos and to do the work. So I just thought it was super decent for you to get acknowledged that way. It was a lot going on this weekend between the shout out from yesterday, Friday morning, waking up and seeing the pod page in the comments in my comments. I'm like, how y'all know about my little old page? How does the pod page, YouTube page, know about my little old page? That's what I was thinking to myself. My page is, somewhere where you can hear takes about it, get recaps, speak your piece on what you think. I know sometimes you watch the pod and you want to see what other people are talking about, and I just wanted to create a space for that. Like, come over here and let me know what you think about the episodes. Let's talk about what we think is to come. Let's talk about what happened, the funnies, the crazies, anything, so I just wanted to make a little space for that. So again, shout out to you, Elevation, for shouting us out, and again, shout out to you as well, Chatterbox. So let's just roll right on into this thing, shall we? This is going to be a quick one, guys. I just want to share a few key points from the latest Patreon episode. So there were 2 guests up there, Tiwas Savage and Sasha. Everyone was playing smooth and cool because both ladies looked good, so I totally understand why. And both ladies were a vibe. They were having fun during the Tiwas Savage interview, so much so that Imani sung a tune. He serenaded the room with Drew Hill's Beauty. I was like, okay, Imani, I see you. They got into the nits and grits of her new project by previewing a few songs. She was explaining the origin story behind the song 10%. And I'm not gonna lie, this song feels like something Joe Scott would do. All of my R&B hits, y'all know what I mean. Jill be on it, you know. If you know, you know. Their word choices during these interviews, crazy work. The craziest of works. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but I was just like, all right now. All right, y'all. Up there sounding like a Zane book. Also, when Park said that's one way to get over writer's block, I was cracking up. Flip and Ice joined the rest of the gang once Tiwa left and Sasha came on. Joe mentioned that Imani sung while Tiwa was on and Sasha asked Imani to sing, so Imani eventually hit a tune with D'Angelo's song Untitled, or How Does It Feel, because I know some folks might not know the actual title. I lost it when Joe said Rican Angelo. Not Rican Angelo. Imani can really sing. He can sing well. Y'all can actually take a page out of J Hud's book. Just hear me out for a second. You know she be up there singing with the R&B guys, right? She can't help herself. It's second nature for her to do that by now. And she has an EGOT. Y'all want an Emmy? So do what you gotta do. Take a page out of that book. Why not? Especially if Imani's going to be up there during the music segments, especially if it's with an R&B singer. Shoot, even if it's with a rapper, it works either way. We gotta bring that back anyway. Like the whole rapper R&B singer combo. We gotta bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. And that live jam session event Imani mentioned sounds like it's going to be decent. So singing up there when he was asked by the ladies wasn't a bad idea. Get people more familiar, like the ones who aren't. Just get them on board. Why not? One thing they're going to do up there is get hella passionate about a topic. Hella passionate. The room seemed divided on that mom and son football topic. They were trying to close that segment out a few times, but more points were trying to be made until Joe had enough. He had enough. Ish walked out, or walked away anyway. You know, I was like, oh, well, there goes that. But Flip was a bit quiet. And I do like how Ish kind of spoke on Flip's personality, because Sasha asked Flip, what's on your mind? And she asked him that a few times. And Ish basically said that Flip is quiet and doesn't act like a Tasmanian devil all the time. And I can see why people would think he's on there 24/7. But like he said before, it's a character. You know, I can't imagine anyone being on go 100% of the time. Like, absolutely not. No way. Like I said once before, the last 20 minutes is where you catch the slick lines. It's always that last 20 minutes. And when it's the main pod or when there's no guest up there, the last 5, that range, but the last 20 minutes, period. When there was sleepers going on a lot, I used to always say in my old videos, like, listen, even if you skip sleepers, be sure to be back at that 10-minute mark. Even if you just skip the sleepers, come back at 10 minutes, make sure you come back and close out the episode, because those last 10 minutes, pure laugh sessions, you know, every single time. So, like I said, the last 20 minutes is where you catch those slick lines like this one. Check it out.
Yeah, just taking everything in.
Unemployment line.
Yo, no, new job.
This is abusive.
New job.
That's crazy.
Just for Joe to say he sits home and figure out where y'all going. Sir, what? I'm with Ish on this one. I'm with Ish. I'm with you, Ish. All in all, this was a chill pod. You know, someone did bring to my attention that Mel posted a picture of her in a hospital bed. I hope all is well and that she's okay. If it's serious. But y'all know the internet is going to do what the internet does best. And of course, the narratives are already rolling out there. Like, comment, and subscribe if you're feeling the content. Also, I know a lot of y'all are new to me, so please feel free to let my playlist roll when y'all have some free time. Until next time, y'all. Bye.